So how's it guys, Riotbox here, welcome back to another episode of the Quartararo MotoGP 19 career mode. And as you can see, we are leading the championship by 11 points. We've been very lucky at the start of this season and put in some solid performances in the first 4 races, apart from at Qatar. And we're only leading really because the Vizioso crashed at the start of episode number 3. So make sure you go check out the last couple of episodes if you haven't missed it, because they have been exciting. So for now, today's episode, we will be getting into the French Grand Prix, where hopefully we can do pretty well with the Yamaha again. Hopefully a good track for the Yamaha. You can see Rossi's in 4th as well, but Vinales, where is Vinales? He's all the way down in P15. So take a look at constructors as well. You can see Yamaha at the top, and team rankings, you can see we are second, 9 points off of Ducati. So let's get down to the track then and head into qualifying 1. So as you can see, we are 0.08 of a second off of Mir's time in Q1, and we've got the last sector to go. So let's see if we can gain it through the last sector. Alright, the final corner then, what's it going to be? Oh, 0.6 underneath in the end in the final sector, so I will take that. That is not bad at all, really. So let's go and end the session then. We'll get into Q2. We did end up going fastest overall in Q1, so made it safely into Q2. So let's head into the next qualifying session then and see what we can do. Out the final corner then, we're about 0.5 second off of Rins's time so far. And we go down to just about 1/10 off of his time. So you know what, I don't think we can go any quicker than that. So I'm going to end off the session here. Hopefully then that is enough to get into onto the front row, and it is. Sorry, it's just my headset and not paying attention. So Marc Marquez takes pole position then from Alex Rins in 2nd place. So good old result for those two. So we're in 3rd as well, the fastest Yamaha out on track. So again, I'm going to go for the soft tyres. You know, we did it at Jerez and it paid off, so let's do it again here at Le Mans. Lots of mediums, but we've gone for soft. Rossi's gone for a medium and a soft as well, so he's feeling confident in the soft tyre on the Yamaha. So let's see if we can do the same sort of thing then. Over the line. It's a 7 lap around here at Le Mans, so I didn't take that into account really, did I? A medium might have been better. But anyway, we're dropped off at the start and Valentino heads up into turn number 1, challenging for the lead. I'm going to go up the inside, or at least sniff up the inside of Marc Marquez, and we're going to take 3rd. Crutchlow is going to have to sit in behind us, and now coming underneath for the Dunlop Bridge. Come on. Dropped off about 0.5 second from the front too. I need to close that gap down. Come on. Keep on pushing. Oh, ran a bit deep into turn 7. Pull it back round. See if we can hunt down Marquez and Rossi. All championship rivals at this point in the season. Hold on. Through turn 8. I thought we braked a little bit too late at turn 8. And look at that Honda accelerate out of that corner compared to our Yamaha. We know that through this last sector we've been able to gain about 0.5 second on the AI, so let's see if we can put that to use in the race and see if we actually have that advantage in the race. Maybe it was just a qualifying thing, but in the race maybe the AI have worked on this last sector a little bit. Wow, for me, I've ran so wide. What am I doing? At the final corner again, then across the line, 37.9, 37.1 from Rossi. 0.5 second back from the front 2. See what we can do coming to turn 2. On the brakes as hard as we can for turn 3. Hook it up nicely for turn 4 if we can. Can't get the bike flicked over as quickly as that Honda. And Rossi is really making this Yamaha work. And I've made a little mistake there, ran a bit too deep. Took a bit too much curb. Look at Marquez. I feel like Marquez is going to pounce on Valentino in a few laps' time. I feel like Marquez is just sitting comfortably in 2nd place. Again, I'm running a bit deep at turn 8. Over the bumps is going to cost us a bit of time. Luckily, if we look behind us, we've got no pressure from Crutchlow, who's holding the pack up a bit. But I don't mind that, to be honest. Helps us out, really. Tricky through turn 9 and 10. On the power again as early as possible. 8 tenths off now. See if we can close it down in the last sector. Rossi's on fire here at Le Mans. But the big question is, Vinales, what is he doing this season? Vinales, where on earth is he? If we were on that factory Yamaha, it would be good for the factory Yamaha team, first and third. We'd actually be able to go for team and constructors rankings. So maybe Yamaha would be interested in a move for Quartararo instead of Vinales. Maybe that could be a possibility this season. We'll try and negotiate with the bosses at Yamaha. That would be brilliant, but we'll have to wait and see anyway. Can't get into rider politics at the minute. We've got a race on our hands. We've got to try and close down Marquez and Valentino. They're pulling away ever so slightly. I'm going to get a screenshot for a thumbnail here. So we're back to the action then, trying to hunt them down. Look how late we are on the brakes down here. Got to be so careful. Turn 8, just about keep it on the track without going over the bumps, and that through that little section there we've gained a lot of time. I'll take that, I tell you that. Right, again, brake as late as we can. This is the only way I can try and catch up. The good thing about going a bit slower is we saved our tyres a little bit. The front's wearing a bit quicker than the rear, which is concerning. And again, look at this, very, very deep into this final sector, and lose a couple of tenths from Marquez there. We did apparently officially get the overtake, so we ran deep, but obviously not. Around the final corner then to start lap number 4. That's just coming up to halfway through this Grand Prix now. 34.1 from Valentino. We go 34 flat, so we have 1 lap pace. Can we keep it consistent throughout the race? Lose touch with these guys because they got better top end speed than us, but we close it all down in the corners. Lose it a bit through that first sector actually. Look at the gap. They've both upped their pace. 1 second off of one. They've definitely both upped their pace since we set fastest lap of the race. Right, we're going to have to dig deep. Dig deep, dig deep. Come on. Oh, we've ran too deep there. Dig too deep. Come on. Can't even pick up much slipstream from back here. If I start pushing as well, I'm going to take big chunks of life out the tyres. That little section through there is good for us. We gain a lot of time through there. And this time, up the inside of Marquez. Think we can make it stick. So, very aggressive move on Marquez, but I will take that, you know. There's Mark right behind us, 33.7 from us. We are on fire now. Now it's just about hunting down the Doctor. Oh, for the first place position, we ran it so deep into there. Deep into 3, deep into 4. Back on track though. Marquez wasn't able to get through on us through there, but I think Valentino's up the pace a little bit again. This is definitely a Yamaha track. Yamaha and Marquez track. That's the way I see it. Come on then. Better at turn 8. The braking zone to turn 8 is where we really gain time on the AI. This Yamaha is so good at stopping. It's not quick at changing direction, but it's got a good amount of grip through the corners. Just hasn't got acceleration, and our particular Yamaha doesn't have top end speed. The factory one has a bit better than ours. I think Valentino's upped his pace again. And I've run deep again to turn 12, trying to close down this gap. And the final 2 corners then. 2 laps to go. So a lap time's that, 34.2, so about half a second off of Valentino. See if we do this a bit better into turn 3. Oh my god, that was risky. Gonna have to cut the corner a little bit. Hopefully we don't get a penalty. No, we don't, because we didn't gain any time. But that was very close. Marquez is still with us. Good little run now. If we are able to get near him, it's going to be on the last lap. On the power. Come on. Oh, he's so much better out of there than us. Got a tiny bit of slipstream. Marquez is dropping off now. Told you it was a Yamaha track. Power out of turn 10. About a second off. The gap keeps yo-yoing. Looks like Rossi's decided to use some more tyres through this last sector to try and hold us off. He knows we're pretty quick through this last couple of sectors, the last half of the lap especially. Right, it's all going to come down to the last lap. Out of the final corner then. Let's go. What is the gap as we cross the line? We know we've got a bridge. 0.7 of a second we've got to find. Alright, on the brakes into turn 3. Oh, just a little bit too deep. A little bit too deep, but we'll get away with it, I think. Like I said, we've got 0.7 of a second to bridge. And Rossi's gained 0.2 through that first sector. I can really start to take whatever life we've got left of the tyres out on this lap. Let's go. Get the bike turned on the power out of turn 7. And we're going to be heading into turn number 8 now. Look at Valentino. He's just so confident. Look at the way he moves on that bike. So confident here at Le Mans. Yamaha very stable under acceleration actually, which helps. Lots and lots of traction too. Marquez was a little bit concerned about. He did start to close in a little bit, but I think we might be alright for the rest of this lap. Oh shit, too deep. Oh no, that's going to cost us big time. And here comes Marquez all over the back of us. Like I said, maybe it's time to turn our attention to defending from Mark rather than going after Valentino Rossi. We might be okay. I don't think we're going to get Valentino, which means Valentino is going to take the win as long as he doesn't mess it up around the final corner. Our rear end got a little bit lively as the tyres are starting to wear, but there we go. Valentino Rossi took the win. We took second place to back him up, so Yamaha 1-2. Where is Vinales though? 14th place. Look at that. Absolutely awful. We pull out a little bit further from Davide Marquez. But next up will be Mugello, where the Ducatis will come back stronger. We've taken over the top of the team rankings. Look at that, Morbidelli backing us up well. So there we have it. That's been it for today's episode. I really do hope you have enjoyed. And if you did, remember to smash the like button, share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe for more. So I'll see you in the next one.